If you're thinking about relocating here to the Wesley Chapel area, this video is your home buying roadmap. Today I'm going to walk you through the 4 top neighborhoods right here in Wesley Chapel, and we're going to discuss the typical home prices and costs to live here, which includes HOA fees and taxes in those 4 neighborhoods. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over the closing process and what has to be done before you buy your home, as well as a few critical things that must happen to keep you from making big mistakes before you purchase your new home. We'll discuss inspection tips, moving logistics, remote closing steps, and I'll give you my 30, 60, 90-day checklist to help keep you on track to a seamless closing. Now, I get calls, texts, and emails from people all over the country that are planning to move and relocate right here to the Wesley Chapel area or a surrounding suburb of Tampa Bay. If you're planning your move in the next 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months from across the world, across the state, or maybe just across town, our team is standing by to help make your move everything you want it to be. So, let's dive right in. Well, why Wesley Chapel? Wesley Chapel has great schools, family-friendly neighborhoods, easy access to Tampa, and new shopping and medical centers that are already up and running, as a few of these are actually in progress and are being constructed as we speak. Just like the new Orlando Health Wiregrass Ranch Hospital, as well as Johns Hopkins All Children's Wesley Chapel Hospital. That's scheduled to open in 2027. It'll actually have 27 emergency exam rooms, it'll have 4 operating rooms, extended parking, really great medical facility. Now, all of this development is actually contributing to the massive area growth. And for out-of-state buyers, it's really an attractive option, resulting in strong resale values once it's time to think about reselling your home. That matters if you're considering which future city you're going to call home here in Florida. Now let's talk about the top 4 popular neighborhoods that many of my clients target when moving here to the Wesley Chapel area. You have Wiregrass Ranch, you have Epperson Ranch, you have Estancia at Wiregrass Ranch, and you have the new up-and-coming 2 Rivers. And I'm going to share typical price ranges, common home types, HOA costs and expectations, and valuable buyer tips for each of these communities. First up is Wiregrass Ranch. Now, Wiregrass Ranch is a big master plan community with lots of new homes, great amenities, and top schools. And right now, you'll see single-family homes generally in the price range of $450,000 to about $800,000. Now, larger custom homes can start at $1 million and top out at about $1.4 to $1.5 million. HOAs vary, and the master HOA is often around $80 to $180 a month, plus smaller neighborhood fees from about $30 to about $150 per month. Now, you also have CDD fees here, which are around $2,200 annually. Now, remember, CDD fees are not a part of your monthly fee structure. They're actually connected to your property taxes. So what you'll see when it comes time to pay your annual property tax bill, that's when that will actually show up. Now, most of the homes here were built between 2017 and 2023. So if you're looking for a newer home, this is a great neighborhood to consider. If you're thinking about buying a home here, make sure to ask me for the latest inventory update. I can get you information on all the new construction and resale homes as needed. Just leave a detailed comment for me with your requests below. Next up, Epperson Ranch. Now, this neighborhood centers around a really beautiful, unique man-made lagoon lake with swim beaches. You have kayaking and resort clubhouse right there on the premises. Now, the Chrystal Lagoon is what it's called. The Chrystal Lagoon is a 7.5 acre man-made lake featuring a swim-up bar and water sports. Now, it's a great place to really just hang out with the kids and host a weekend outdoor get-together with family and friends that come to visit. Now, typically, homes and townhomes here are between the $500,000 and $950,000 range, with waterfront properties available between $1 million and $1.7 million. Now, you have amazing perks here to take advantage of. You've got a lake house amenity center, and your monthly HOA fees here include gig speed internet with cable over 175 channels, so you're all covered there. Now, HOA fees tend to be a little bit higher here, often between $150 and $300 a month, because they cover the lake, the resort, and the resort amenities. You'll need to get the HOA breakdown and any guest and usage rules before you buy a home here. Now, I can get this for you personally, just ask. Annual CDD fees here can range anywhere from $2,200 to $3,100 per month. Now, one of my clients that I recently moved into the the Epperson Ranch neighborhood just recently had her son's 10th birthday at the Chrystal Lagoon. And she said that it was perfect. The kids and the adults had a great time. And when it was over, they were 3 minutes from their front door. There was no mess to clean up. Everything was taken care of for them, and everyone had an absolutely great time. So maybe you've been thinking about making a move here to this area for a while now, and it's time to start putting the plans in place to finally make that happen. Now, our team is standing by ready to help. Now, as a real estate professional here in the Tampa Bay area with over 2 decades of experience, I get calls, text messages, and emails from people all over the country that are planning to make a move to the Wesley Chapel area or the surrounding suburb of Tampa Bay. Now, whether you're planning your move in the next 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, maybe from across the world, across the state, or just across town, our team is standing by ready to make your move everything you want it to be. Now let's get into Estancia at Wiregrass Ranch. Estancia at Wiregrass Ranch is a newer high-end enclave inside the Wiregrass neighborhood with upscale finishes, larger lots, and gated sections. Now prices here commonly run $600,000 up to about $1 million to $1.3 million, depending on the lot and the upgrades. Now you can expect HOA fees here to be a bit on the higher side, roughly $150 to $350 a month, and sometimes additional gated community fees will apply. Now CDD fees here in Estancia will run you about $2,000 to $3,400 annually. I know that's a little steep, and some of you are probably thinking, Thomas, that's a lot of money. And you know what? You're right, it is. However, you're getting access to a heated zero-entry pool, clubhouse, you're getting the fitness center, tennis, basketball, pickleball courts, basketball parks, playgrounds, and miles of scenic trails. Now, this is a good fit for you if you want something that's low maintenance, luxury living, and close to the top schools and high-end shopping around the area. So next up is Two Rivers. This brand new planned unit development that when completed will feature 6,000 homes is made up of traditional single-family townhomes and villas. Now the lifestyle and amenities will include clubhouses, pools, parks, and racket sports, and there'll be more than 10 miles of walking trails that weave through the various neighborhoods here at Two Rivers. Now, I'm currently actively working with new home buyers in this community, so just let me know if you have questions. Now, this community caters to residents of all stages of life, to include 55 plus. If you're interested in getting more information, please drop a request in the comment box below. Currently, there are a ton of new businesses and entertainment options there that are being planned and built to support this huge development. Now, one example is the new Target Shopping Center, which opened in October of 2025 at the Grove in Wesley Chapel. It's 149,000 square feet and features a Starbucks, an Apple shop, and an expanded grocery store. Okay, so let's talk about some important things that you must be aware of before you buy and how to plan for your relocation to the Wesley Chapel area. Now let's talk property taxes in Pasco County. Now property taxes in Pasco County typically land around 0.9 to 1.2% of the assessed value of the home. So on a $500,000 home purchase, you might pay roughly $4,500 to $6,000 a year before exemptions. Also, budget for homeowners insurance and possibly flood insurance depending on the location of the home. Add these into your monthly cost calculations to make sure you understand your costs and fees. Now, choosing a real estate professional, super important here. Pick a local agent who knows the Wesley Chapel area and has the experience with out-of-state or out-of-the-area buyers. Now, look for someone with recent sales in the area, strong reviews, and clear communication ability. You also want to find someone who is available to service your needs in the area. Now, you want to ask them some questions. Ask them how they handle virtual tours, inspections, remote closings, and who they recommend for inspectors and lenders. Now, all of these are super important if you either don't reside in the area or you're unfamiliar with the area. So you're going to have to rely on that professional to put you in the right position with the right professionals. Let's talk virtual home tour tips. Now, for virtual tours, ask for a live walkthrough so you can actually request close-ups in real time. Now this is of course assuming that you don't already live here and you can't get here in person. As an agent, I personally make sure that I video certain aspects of the home like the attic, crawl spaces, the water heater, the HVAC, and the electric panel. Make sure that you request floor plans and recent photos. And you also need a video of the neighborhood around the home. It's not just about the home, it's what's around it as well, noting any excess street noise, traffic in nearby schools and shops. Having a video of these important elements before you go under contract is a vital part of the home buying process that should not be ignored. Inspections and the inspection process. Now, you cannot skip inspections. They are super important. You need to hire a certified inspector who will either record a timestamp video for you or provide a detailed report. Depending on the home, you need to make sure that they add the roof, the pool, a termite inspection, a sewer scope possibly if needed, an HVAC, and have the possibility of mold inspections if needed. Now, make sure that your contract has inspection contingencies so that you can negotiate repairs and credits as needed. If the repairs can't be finished before the closing, get written contractor estimates to show possibly and use an escrow holdback or credits at closing so that those issues can be resolved. Now, generally speaking, on new construction homes, I actually recommend that you hire an inspector that specializes in inspecting newly construction homes if you're buying a new home, a brand new construction home. Now, they're looking to make sure that nothing was missed during the various stages of construction. Now, let's talk about the remote closing process. For remote closings, you can often sign electronically or use a mobile notary. You want to work with a title company that handles remote buyers and confirms wiring instructions by phone. This actually helps prevent fraud. You want to confirm timelines with your lender and the title company so you know when you hit the clear to close to sign the documents and the loan gets funded. Moving company logistics. Now, you need to get at least 3 estimates from licensed interstate movers and check their FMCSA US dot number. Now, companies that operate commercial vehicles transporting passengers or hauling cargo in interstate commerce must have this number. Listen, if they don't have this number, then you need to find another service provider to work with. You need to make sure that you book early, especially in peak season. And as far as your inventory goes, you need to make sure that you photograph your items or video your items for review coverage options and consider extra insurance for really, really valuable items. Now, you want to make sure that you confirm your delivery windows and any extra storage needs that you may have. Coordinate everything so that your utilities are on and you have the keys in your hand when your belongings arrive. That way, you're not moving into a stuffy, dark house with no AC on. So let's talk about the 30, 60, 90-day relocation timeline that I use for my relocation clients. What does that streamlined, organized relocation to the Wesley Chapel area process actually look like for you? Well, here's a simplified version of what my checklist actually looks like. My 90-day checklist, step number 1, select a local real estate professional that you're going to work with. Now, you may need 2 if you're selling in one area and relocating to a completely new city or state. If you're coming into Wesley Chapel from another state, you'll need 1 agent to help you sell your home where you're leaving from, and another to help you with your property acquisition here. Now, you need to identify your moving contingencies and work with your realtor on putting a solid plan in place to clear those contingencies. Next, you need to get acquainted with your financing options by working with a qualified lender that understands your particular needs. Then you need to identify your target location of where you want to relocate to. Pick target homes and start scheduling in-person and or virtual tours as needed. Here's my 60-day checklist. Now that you're getting closer to making your move, this is when you need to start really digging into the neighborhoods that are in your priority target areas. Understanding the traffic patterns, the commute requirements, if you aren't working remotely, and understanding the future development around the targeted neighborhoods that you're considering is super, super important here. Now, here we are with your 30-day checklist. We're getting really close now. So your 30-day checklist is all about negotiating your contractual terms, going under contract with a confirmed price, a closing date, escrow funds being in place, securing homeowners insurance, negotiating and completing pre-move-in repairs, or if you're buying a new construction home, making sure that the builder has actually fully completed construction on your home. And lastly, finalizing your moving logistics before closing day actually gets here. Now let's talk about closing tips and final checklist. Now, quick checklist to keep handy. You need a document checklist that includes, do you have your ID, your proof of funds, your lender documents, your HOA paperwork, your earnest money deposit receipt, your inspection checklist, your your roof, your plumbing, your electrical, your HVAC information. You need to finalize proof of completion on your new construction home. We need to make sure that you have your pest control in place. We need to make sure you have your security in place. If there's a pool on the home, we need to make sure that you have the information to contact the pool cleaners or whomever you have doing your pool maintenance if you're not doing it yourself. We need to make sure that you have a remote closing checklist as well. Your remote closing checklist is going to have information regarding the title company, verifying your wiring instructions by phone, arranging for a mobile notary if needed, and we also want to make sure that you get your final disclosures at least 3 days before closing. We also have a post-closing checklist, which is regarding your change of address, making sure you enroll your kids in school, set up for your utilities, and review your HOA rules and regulations. Now, it's actually time to get something into your hands that'll really help you move your plan along and help you relocate here to the Tampa Bay area. Now, I can create that printable 30, 60, 90-day checklist that I went over with you just a few minutes ago, and that'll help you organize your relocation. Just leave a comment in the comment section below and just write checklist. And once I have that, then I'll share those resources with you. Now, my name is Thomas Towns, real estate professional, serving Tampa Bay for over 2 decades and counting. I know I went over a lot of information earlier, but don't worry, you don't have to do any of this on your own. We're here to do all the heavy lifting for you and get you into your new home. Taking care of things like video tours, negotiating contract terms, and making sure that you can take advantage of all the builder incentives if we're buying a new construction home that might be available to you on that home. We'll do it all for you. Now, if you'd like to hire us to help you find your next home, just go into the description link below. There you'll find a link that will allow you to schedule a Zoom call with myself or one of my amazing team members to discuss your future relocation plans. Now, whether your move is 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months away, whether it's making a move from across the world, from out of state, or maybe just across town, my team will be standing by to help make your move everything you want it to be. See you on my next video, and remember, home is Tampa Bay.